During December, to be specific, December 8th, when the Assad government fell, many, Western propagandists and also African, those who like to propagate on behalf of the imperialists, like to compare the AES leaders though, to that of Assad or the Assad government regime, whatever you want to call it, in Syria. And we're going to give a few reasons why what happened in Syria is just a pipe. It's just a dream for for it's just an imperialist dream to happen in the Sahel, and it will never happen. Number one, the leaders of the Sahel came to power through popular revolution, through popular uprising. What does that mean? The mass of the people backed the coming to power of these leaders. Bashar al-Assad inherited power from his father, Afel Assad, if I got his name correctly. So one inherited power, the others power gain power through popular uprising. Secondly, the fall of Syria is not was that the Syrian military was bribed, of course. Many refused to fight. Many of the soldiers refused to fight. There was a lot of videos showing Syrian military taking off their clothes, their military uniform, and putting on, say, out civilian clothes. There were, piles of military. There were piles of military equipment and stuff being left while they cross even the desert to Iraq. So therefore, we cannot compare that to the revolutionary leaders in the Sahel. And even on the military side, power was taken by patriotic Pan Africanist military leaders. That was not the case in Syria. Another thing is that Syria was not in a confederation. Syria did not have state allies around it. So to the north of it was Turkey, was one of the, if not the main destabilizer. None of the plan would have succeeded without Turkey. To the south, we had Jordan, and of course, we had Lebanon to the on another side, Iraq. But even though they were friendly with groups in the state like Iraq and Lebanon, still the state policy they didn't have a state to state, let's say alliance. So yes, Mali have Algeria to the north that is causing a lot of problems. I would say even the main destabilizer, but Algeria is no Turkey. Algeria doesn't have the financial might. It doesn't have the military might. It has a huge border with the AES, and the AES and then Mali is not alone. The AES is not alone. So Syria did not have any defense clause with any country around it that can intervene rapidly in case of any attack. Also, a huge part of Syria was occupied. They had a lot of internal rebellion from the Kurds. The northeast of it was occupied, the more fertile part of Syria, where most of the oil was. So no part of the AES is occupied like that. And even if you occupied one part of the AES, still the AES is not like Syria. It's state for Burkina. There's nowhere in Burkina you can occupy and say the rest cannot farm to feed itself. Syria could not feed itself. Mali can feed itself. Niger can feed itself. I mean, plant is food. We saw the blockade on the AES country, and still they're still standing. I remember the some EU official, European Union official, during the coup and the blockade in Niger. She was on TV glowing. Yes, they will collapse. They will collapse in a few days, a few weeks, because we stopped all the medicine going into Niger. Could you imagine? Somebody in Europe delighted, they're excited that ECOWAS stopped all the medicine and food from going to Niger. And someone in Europe is happy about that. And we don't think ECOWAS is a puppet of the West. Huh. Yeah, yeah. In Jamaica, we say jackass say we're on a level. And it's true. It's true. The world, life no balance, as they would say in Africa. But the AES the pipe dream that a lot of people have, that the AES will fall the way Syria crumbled. Of course, it will never happen. Number two, and another reason that the AES is an actual military power. The AES can defend itself. So fight. We don't see how some rebels will take over the three countries of the AES. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our video for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yes, you will see this maybe on TikTok or something, but on YouTube you get the full analysis of our video. And we can't emphasize it. We're in a world where you just swipe, swipe, swipe. If you want to understand the geopolitical, why are things happening here and here and here and here and here? What is the connection of things happening? How can we fix a lot of these problems? We do geopolitical analysis, so please subscribe to our channel. Give us a like, thumbs up. Thank you.